Hey friends, how's everybody out there in YouTube land? So, 1986, I have my own children at that point, and this song comes out, this country music song called Daddy's Hands. And it struck a note with me. It really did, because I was daddy, and at that point where my kids were needed to get a good pat on the butt from time to time. And I want to take a moment and talk about that a little bit. There's been so much conversation of, oh, you should never hit your children, it's abusive and whatever. Far better for me as daddy to punish and correct my children than to not punish and correct them and then have to have the court system do it later on and do it poorly. Our courts, in my book, aren't doing a very good job with correcting anything. But then again, I'm a hardcore crime and punishment kind of person. I something I've always lived by, and that it's horse thieves. Horse thieves were not hung because they stole a horse. Horse thieves were hung so horses wouldn't get stolen. You need to think on that to understand the nuance of that, but that's always been where I've come from. So for me to do a correction on my child, better for me to do it and have it in proper context than to not and let things fester and boil and get worse. And, have them having to go to court for this, because the court's not going to do a very good job of it either. And I see so much of this. You see it on TV and on YouTube and TikTok. And, you see these, like, police shows where they show up at some house and all the kids are yelling and screaming and cussing and disrespectful. And, boy, not in my house. And so Holly Dunn wrote this song, 1986, this came out in, called Daddy's Hands, where she talks about her father and how he was strict, but fair. And I think that's the key point here is you gotta be fair when you dole out punishment. So, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this up. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, ring a ding ding the bell so you get notifications. And let's listen to Holly Dunn talking about Daddy's Hands.
And I had a nightmare. You could read quite a story in the calluses and lines. Years of work and worry had left their mark behind. I remember Daddy's hands, how they held my mama tight and patted my back for something done right. That I've forgotten that I loved about the man, but I'll always remember the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. I remember Daddy's hands working till they bled, sacrificed unselfishly just to keep us all fed. Things over, I'd live my life again and never take for granted the love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands.
Gotta love that. Gotta just love that. Okay. Yeah, Daddy's hands. Always love in Daddy's hands. There always was. Always. In every, no matter how firmly you were corrected, it always came from a place of love. Well, okay. I'm sorry, that tears me up. I'm going to move on before I start crying here, because it's just flooding myself with all these memories of myself and my kids and my parents. And you got to take a moment, though, I guess, and just, sort of swim around in that a little bit and enjoy it. It's one of the true pleasures in life is memories. Okay, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, ring a ding ding the bell so you get notifications. Get in the comments section, give me your thoughts on this. Tell me about your daddy's hands. I would be interested to know. All right, thanks.